In the UK, more than 1 million families are on the waiting list for social housing, and the most vulnerable of those need beyond bricks and mortar. Longleigh Foundation says it offers financial, emotional and wellbeing support through a unique relational approach to grant giving. Here's more from Leeds.
When you're on a low income like Lauren's, even the basics can feel out of reach. But with help and support from Longleigh Foundation, Lauren's finally getting some of the things most of us take for granted.
3 carpets for upstairs and a bed for my son, a fridge freezer.
But all kind of really
all practical things that me and my children, by rights, couldn't live without. Well, the carpets maybe we could, but it's uncomfortable. Like for the kids especially, it makes more warmth in the room. The feet on wood compared to carpet's not very comfortable, you know, and just, yeah, it might make them feel like a bit more homely.
If you're moving into 4 walls and a ceiling, helping a person kit that space out is an important part of making a space feel like a home. There are 4 main pathways of people that we help. The first of these are those people that are moving into independent living from homelessness. We help people with mental health issues, we help people with sensory and physical disabilities, and we help people who are fleeing domestic violence.
Longleigh Foundation was set up by social housing company Stonewater as an independent charitable foundation to provide financial, emotional and well-being support to its 76,000 customers and the communities they are a part of.
It's one thing to give money away, it's a very different thing to do it well. And so having a dedicated independent charitable foundation like Longleigh means that the teams in the social housing provider can really focus on their role, and it means that we get to focus on doing this part of this enhanced support and service provision well, because we are dedicated and wholly focused to it. We are not a bolt-on to somebody else's job. This is what we're here to do. And the fact that there is such a collaborative, true partnership at the heart of this is what really makes it work.
So as well as helping Lauren in the short term, another of Longleigh's partners is helping to put her finances on a more sustainable footing.
When you have very little, it matters a lot. We're a community interest company that is in business really to help people on low incomes to become better off. We're a social enterprise, so we have social purpose, but we want to do it in a business fashion. So we want to make our own way. And I think that applies to the people that we're working with too, that they want to, you know, they feel like they want to take control and actually not be a recipient of handouts, and actually start to have control over their life. From there, other things start to fall into place, and that's where the connection with the mental health support and the wellbeing support that's available really sort of comes into play, because between us we're actually able to get people to think about taking control of everything and giving them some headspace to think about what their future might look like.
Claire is the director and founder of Impact North, a child and family mental health clinic backed by Longleigh. It works with families to deliver sustainable change, not quick fix, short-term solutions.
It has really paid off because of all the families that I think we've seen, over 600 or something, you know, directly and indirectly over the time. None of those people, of those 600, have needed any more support since, you know, our intervention, which is quite untypical as well, because generally people bounce around services quite a lot. And that's the bit that's sustainable. Because yes, we could do a very short piece of work, almost kind of like a sticky plaster where we could sort things for them, but it would be us doing that. But that's only really short term. Like, you want to change the mind, don't you? You want to change the way, your thought patterns, your perspective on the world, and that's what makes it sustainable.
We are able to seek out maybe those more innovative, maybe riskier and constructively disrupting models of practice that I think we all recognise are needed if we truly want transformation to happen. And we have that degree of separation which helps us maybe take some of those risks and seek out those new models of working. Could a model be developed that could then be of help to other social housing providers who maybe didn't want to take the risk in starting something up like this themselves, maybe don't have all the resources, maybe smaller scale organisations. But the social housing sector always talks about that need for collaboration. There's the very obvious financial gain that comes with scale, but then there's the benefit of shared learning that comes from greater depth and insight. And we know that so many social housing providers talk about placing their customers at the heart of all they do. We think Longleigh is well placed to be a really great part of the solution to how they do that.
6 months ago, Lauren was stuck in the house. Now she's getting out more. Proof that with the right support, change happens.
Getting out of the house just to sit in the garden with my neighbours or with my family when they come and visit is a massive difference. The support that's out there, take it. Don't be ashamed, don't be shy. These people are there to help and they're absolutely amazing.